that I realized as we were doing this project is that this experience, this thing of bullying, is such a commonality between us as people. And we live in a world, I talk about agreement a lot, but forget about bullying, we can't agree on much. Certainly in the United States, right? We're not very good at agreeing with each other. But the commonality of this experience was something that struck me as a key to this film or this journey or this conversation being something that would ultimately be transformative. And when you think about it, bullying is the most common form of violence against people. It's also, unless we come from a home that was abusive, it's our first interaction with violence. Where we meet it for the very first time and square up against it. We are either silenced by it, terrified by it, we act in the face of it, we are victims, we are perpetrators, we are bystanders. All of that happens very early in life. And I would argue that it has a profound impact on us as we continue through our lives. So when I think about the potential impact of this film, when we think about helping kids learn about how to stand up, how to not, for you, particularly you guys over here, you should be thinking about this because you're probably dealing with it in your everyday lives. How do we act? What do we do when we see someone being bullied? How do we find the strength to not stand by, to not be a bystander, but to actually act on their behalf, to defend an Alex, or to defend a Kelby? Sometimes kids say, well, how do I do this? What's the strategy? And because it's not easy, right? And what I like to say is that as creative as you guys can be at bullying, you can be just as creative and just as powerful at finding ways to step up for each other. It doesn't always have to mean that you're putting yourself in between or you're putting yourself physically at danger, but you can let that person know that you're in solidarity with them, that you're fighting for them, that you are willing to go to bat for them, to talk to someone with them about what's happening, to invite them to sit at your lunch table. So these are some of the really, when you start to think about activating that skill set, and as early as possible, I think it has a profound implication, not just for the years you'll spend in school, but for your life. So with that, I'm going to show another clip, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the school climate question. Just get back to it. So we're going to step back right into Alex's world and the world of East Middle.